neck and deck cream and a free face cream in the Royal Jelly line.
Yes.
But that's the way we wanted to make sure everybody got that kit.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I mentioned special holiday opportunities. We're starting off with just that. Yes. This is the Honey Body Cream. Not one, not two, but three. All special custom packaging, which I love, at $49.95. It's the best value that we ever offered. And 5 flex pay on top of that. Under $10. I mean, talk about an instant treat. And these are our top selling honey products.
These are the 3 top selling honey products, and they're in the largest form that you can get them. Normally our body creams in these 3 come in 6.7 ounce jars. This is the first time we've done an 8.4 ounce, so 25% bigger, in a pump, which we've never done before. And you're gonna get the regular honey in these gorgeous, these are our molded bottles of honeycombs, in regular honey, in the imperial honey, and in the white honey. Each of them are 8.4 ounce. They can be refilled if you want to use them for a liquid soap,
and
or if you want to
open pump, what it looks like.
And if you want to use them for anything else, you don't have to throw them away. They're absolutely gorgeous. And if I were you, when I would get the set, considering that each one of these, if they were the regular sizes, would be $40. When you look at the retail value there, where it says 120, we don't sell an 8.4 ounce, so they have to go to the smaller size and get that retail. So 6.7 ounce times 3 would be 120. This is a lot more than that. Each one of these with a little bow on them is your gift. I mean, to give somebody all this, it would be giving them $150 worth of products.
Look at how
Don't you love that?
Absolutely. And a little bit goes a long way. Let's talk. Now, this is honey. This is where it all started for Perlier.
This is where Perlier started,
Oh, absolutely. And what better way, the gift of one of your #1 top selling products, which is your body cream.
We should, we should, if there is a manufacturing process video that we could also share while I'm discussing this, because I think that's what really sets us apart. The cosmetic industry tends to use powdered honey, and the powdered honey loses a lot of its efficacy. There's really not that much that it can do for our skin, right?
It's not organic anymore.
It loses everything, right? It loses its properties to help your skin.
And how would we know that, right?
You would never know that.
The customer.
No, you would never know that.
We were not educated by you.
No, well, you wouldn't know that. I mean, you know, that's impossible to know, because we don't list living organic honey as an ingredient. We just say honey, right? That's how the world works on ingredient listing.
Except we do say it.
We say it on television. Yes. So, right. And that's the beauty of being on this platform, is that we can speak to you and tell you why we're different. And so I think the fact that we're able to get organic Tuscan honey, and this is how we're doing it. The bees pollinate off of the acacia flower, one of the first flowers to bloom in the springtime. And we have about 50 hives that are released in the middle of the Tuscan Hills. And as the acacia flower is the predominantly blooming flower in early spring, the bees are just released, and they pollinate off the acacia flower. And then they bring them back, and there I am taking the wax off, and we use a machine that rotates and creates centrifugal force to pull the honey out without destroying the hive. And then that honey falls to the bottom of the well and goes right into beautiful, just big plastic jars that are brought to near Venice, Italy, to where we manufacture our products. We measure everything, we test everything, we look at everything, and then we stop our machines and pour real honey into the body cream.
Right there.
Yep, and that process is done right when the cooling starts and the emulsification process starts, so that you don't destroy the benefits of honey. Honey is sugar, magnesium, vitamin B's, iron, minerals, all these incredible nourishing and protective properties. Plus, honey has humectants, natural humectants that bind moisture to your skin. So incredible that you're getting all Tuscan, gorgeous acacia honey here. It smells wonderful. Yeah, this is men and women. This is children can use this. This is as clean as it gets, this one right here. The one after that is our imperial honey. This comes from the bees, black bees in Sicily that predominantly are pollinating off of thousands and thousands of acres of organic wild cloves. And black bees make a honey that's even richer. We're the only cosmetic company in the world that uses black bee honey for the product. You can see in the video on your left, that's the beekeeper. He's got about 8 hives of pure 100% black bees, and the mountains there. You see those red flowers? Mountains and mountains. I mean, we're talking, I don't know, 50,000 acres of wild cloves in the mountains of Sicily. Really incredible.
And how it makes your skin feel. I mean, I don't know how many years ago I was in my gosh, I think it was high school, so a long time ago. And that was when I was first introduced to Perlier, the original honey.
Yeah, this one right here. Yeah,
right.
It's still around. It's been around for 80 years.
80 years.
Yeah.
And you know, you think about that, not a lot of products like that, and knowing, you know, obviously the history, sustained that many years.
Yeah,
in the
we're very blessed.
I would never forget it. It was like, and it was a treat because it was only sold in the, you know, really high-end stores. That's the only place you could get it, and for good reason. But just knowing, I mean, and having those memories, my goodness, what now? It's over. I don't even want to admit it anymore.
I don't know why we have to count.
Over 40 years? Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
Well, it's the truth.
Well, she's only 40. You were just born, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just born.
She has incredible acute memory from being a baby.
Exactly. No, but true. And the way my skin, I just remember the memories and the way my skin felt.
And the smell of it.
It was such a luxury. And look, that's exactly, you know, what we're bringing to you here. We're going to show you before and afters. And yes, I love you. I'm glad we got to educate right in the very beginning. Because I want to also, you know, tell you why it's sustained and the hydrating properties are unlike anything you've ever experienced.
And it sustains the hydration. It stays on you. It's something that feels very different. Men sort of wake up to the fact that their skin is now hydrated. A lot of men don't even realize that their skin isn't hydrated. Women tend to pamper themselves and tend to take care of their skin a lot more than men. So when ashy skin disappears, that dry alligator-looking skin disappears, we all sort of, you know, pay attention. The fact that a body cream can even penetrate feet like this is incredible. The fact that after just one application, the first 5 minutes, these are the kind of results. You can imagine 2 or 3 different applications. And again, because it's all of these are naturally procured and collected, you're getting a really natural, beautiful fragrance. And all these fragrances, because they're honey, are warm and inviting and cuddly. I mean, it's really a great way to pamper yourself while feeling great about yourself.
And let's go through one more time the
white
individual.
Honey.
I all sense here.
We do have
no, go ahead.
Right. Well, the white honey is many of those thousands of the white flowers that first come out in springtime. And together with the white honey, we have 33% almond cream in there, as if the honey wasn't enough, right? This is the only, so they're all different. We have the wild imperial honey from the wild cloves. We have our basic honey from the acacia flower, and we have our white honey from thousands of white flowers in the springtime, and the almond cream.
Best of the best of honey.
You don't have to choose. You have them all.
And each one, 8.4 ounces. Normally, each one would be $40 on its own, so $10 off, 5 flex pays.